Day. So in this video tutorial, I'm going to teach you of how to control the blinking of two LEDs. So using Tinkercad. So just like our tutorial for installing the components of the additional LED. So we just need to add from an existing electronic component. We'll also use the technique so that it's easier for us to set up and then not waste time. But it depends upon you if you want really always to learn setting up the LEDs, so it's up to you. But for the sake of convenience, so what you can do is, since our previous project is blinking LEDs, so this is the one, it has already one LED set up. So in the gear icon, click, so properties, duplicate, move to project, and delete commands are available. So we just need to duplicate. Okay. Wait for it to load depending on your internet connection. Okay, so we've already loaded our project, and the file name is copy of blinking LED, meaning this is the second copy of your original project. So let's change the file name. Since we'll be doing two LEDs, we're going to control the blinking of two LEDs. Okay, so because it's two LEDs, you need to add another LED. So let's add another LED, drag another LED, and then of course make it a color different from the red so that to distinguish them. So let's make it green, and again let's make it rotate. Okay, and then again connect to the corresponding points on the breadboard, and then we need another set of wires and resistor. So again, for our resistor, let's drag another resistor, and we can imitate the value of the existing resistor that is already in the red LED. So as we can remember, its value is 100 ohms. Okay. And then rotate. Okay. And then connect it for the, okay, okay, let's drag the resistor to the anode. Okay, then let's connect it to pin number, so again, this is pin number 3. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, and 3. So D3. Okay, and then can assign a different color. So example, make it purple. And then for the cathode, so we're going to connect it to the ground. So for standard, make it black. Okay, so we already have a setup for the two LEDs. And then let's go to the code editor. So as you can see, this is the code for the LED with the LED, which is only one. So actually, again, we can create another set for LED2, but for our example, we're going to use tabs. But unfortunately, for Tinkercad, it does not have the tab feature. So what are we going to do? For example, if you are given an Arduino sketch in tabs. So the technique only here is just include it all in the main tab. So let's encode it one by one. So the led.h. So let's just copy if and def for the library, then led underscore h, and then number sign define led underscore h. Okay, then define the two LEDs that we're going to use. LED underscore 1, pin number 3. Okay, pin number 3, which is the green, that will be our LED 1. And then another, define LED underscore 2. We have 11 for the red. Okay, next is, since this is a library, so we have and if. Okay. So this is the content of led.h, but then again, since we do not have any tab, just type it in the main tab of the code editor in the Tinkercad. So next is we have the LED tab. So let's just again type. So this contains the function void blink underscore LED. So int LED, and then digital write LED high again, and then we have another delay 500. Actually, you can copy, but then that will be used to typing. So LED low, and then the delay function is 500 milliseconds. So that is for the LED tab. And then for the main tab, so let's just copy first the number sign include. Okay, since let's not forget the closing or the right curly brackets. The problem with Tinkercad here is that it does not auto-generate the right curly bracket. So you have to remember. So let's have the number sign include led dot h. Okay, then the void setup. Again, since we've already have encoded for the first LED. So let's declare for the status of LED 1. It's an output, of course, and another. Okay, you can actually copy. So Control C, shortcut, and then Control B. And then don't forget to change that this is for LED 2. You can do copy and paste, but always change the copied text related to other. So because you will have an error if you declared the status twice. Okay, so in the void loop, instead of putting this one, is we have the function. So blink underscore LED. So LED underscore 1. Okay, and then we have, after blinking the first LED, we have a delay of 1 second, and then the second LED will follow the blinking, and then this will be repeated indefinitely as long as the Arduino is on, or in Tinkercad, as long as it is in simulation mode. Okay, let's check if we have any errors. Do you think we do not have any errors? Have I copied it all, all at the same time? So let's see. So let's start simulation. Okay, we have an error. So sorry, it seems like your code has some error. So what is the error? So let us read. Fatal error led or led.h. no such file or directory. Since we do not have any tabs in Tinkercad as of this version, so what we're going to do here, since the actual library is already declared in this main tab or the main code editor of your Tinkercad. So just remove this one. So let's try to remove. There will be an error or none. Again, let's start the simulation. So, okay, our assumption is correct. So it does not have any errors anymore because the library led.h is already declared with the main body of the program. So you don't need to put the number sign include double quotes led.h. So you can see that it blinks for 1 second and then there's a delay of 1 second for each. Okay. Again, so let's stop simulation. You can play again with your delay. So let's make it, for example, 5 second, 5 a second delay, and then we have for low is we have 100. And then we can also edit this. Example, half second. So again, let's see. So you'll count up to 5. Okay. Then half a second. Then again, another 5. Okay. So the status high has longer duration than low. And then we make the delay shorter between the two LEDs. So again, before you edit, you must stop the simulation. And then also this is the problem for Tinkercad. If it encounter the error first and then you already corrected, there's still a highlight, but actually there is no error anymore in our example. So let's return it to the original. So the question is, can we assign a different um, delay for two LEDs separately? You can. If you're going to create another function and then you're going to declare it in here, you're going to use it. Then, since you're only using one function, editing it, they have the same behavior. It's just that, of course, LED1 will be executed first and then there is a 1 second delay and next is LED2. Okay, if you don't want to, you can also play the order. Okay, let's make it 2. So 2 is color red and LED underscore 1 is color green. So in the original, green will be the first to be to be controlled by blinking, and then next is the red LED. So let's see. Okay, so you can see that the LED the red LED is the first one to blink since it is assigned as LED2. Okay. So again, let's turn it to our original code. And then let's run for the last time. Okay. So, for the recap of our tutorial for today is that if your code has tabs, you can do so in here in Tinkercad by combining all the tabs and removing the number sign include. So, I hope that you learned something from this tutorial, again, by using Tinkercad. And then if you do have comments and questions, please free to comment below. And then thank you very much for listening. So again, thank you very much and good day.